about to reacting to. Anime conventions have gone insane. Now, me personally, I've never ever been to an anime convention. I'm a big fan of anime, but it's like going to a convention. I feel like I'm too deep in. Like that's some nerdy shit. Not shooting shots at nobody that does. If, if that's what you like to do, that's your swag. So be it. But that's just not me personally. But now let's see what he's talking about.
Has been anime. And I would
Uh,
honestly go to say one of the biggest media genres to explode since 2020 has been anime. And I
for
would
sure.
honestly go to say it's not even close if you want to compare other media genres blowing up at the same time. Everybody remembers how you would be treated pre-2019 if you watched anime and it wasn't something simple like
It's different. It's different. You know that it's different just because it's simple fact. The people that was watching anime in school, they running down the hall like Naruto and shit, doing gangbang Naruto hand signs and shit, all that extra shit. Yes, it's different. Dressing up at school is different versus like me. I'm just casual with it. Like you wouldn't even know I watch anime if I didn't tell you that I watch anime. Real shit.
Dragon Ball or Naruto. You might as well have had some striped pajamas thrown onto you and be sent back to 1939. Come on, y'all, that's not a ridiculous comparison. But now
No,
it's
how it
gotten
was.
so big, people who don't
Niggas
even
literally niggas like this. Nigga think he light Nagami. That's his last name. Nigga think they light from Death Note. Yes, walking around like these, scaring the school, scaring the house. Yes.
a lick of anime feel the need to LARP it for attention.
Look, I'm not pretending I'm a One Piece mega fan. I did watch the live action show on Netflix.
It was great.
Luffy D Monkey. Shout out Luffy.
Monkey D.
He said
Luffy.
Luffy D Monkey. He talking about I did watch the live action. The live action, I guess is really just summarizing everything that happened. So people that don't watch One Piece, okay, I understand because it's 1,000, pushing like 11, 1,200 episodes. I understand, right? But it's a lot that you miss if you don't watch the anime. Of course, you skip over the little fillers with the they be pirates and all that extra shit. But One Piece probably one of my favorite animes ever. And honestly, like for real, it's a good
What?
story.
Monkey.
Of course, they drag it. That's why it's so long. But once you get through the rough and get to the good shit, hey, I like it.
Luffy.
It's Monkey D Luffy.
Chapter 1 of One Piece. It started here. The first canon appearance of Monkey D. Luffy. It's probably $300,000 to $400,000 book. That's crazy. Yeah.
Every person's hobby dies when Logan Paul touches it.
And because of the growth of anime and manga post 2020 as a whole, anime conventions have also exploded in recent years with more people going every year. Now, anime conventions haven't been known as having the most regular people who roam this earth. You do got
Niggas
some
like
creep
this. You got
known
niggas
as
like this in school.
having the most regular
Like,
people
what are you doing, bro? Got a body pillow? You know he doing something nasty to that body pillow. Weirdo.
who roam this earth. You do got some creeps that go trying to sneak pics of their favorite anime girl cosplayer, and those dudes that go whose last shower was quarantine. It seems like every year the conventions get worse and worse with more weirder people showing up to them. And one of the worst groups who contribute to these conventions becoming weird are, of course,
OnlyFans girls.
I don't think I have to mention with the anime popularity explosion
I mean, shit, that's an easy lick. Targeting desperate men that can't get coochie. Yes. I mean, I'm not saying that all are like that, but it's a large majority of men that watch anime that are nerds that don't know how to talk to women. So, yeah, that's a good market to get into.
2020. Also
Smart.
came the explosion of OnlyFans girls who cosplay these anime girls and get freaky. It was the most predictable market that could come about after the explosion. They go hand in hand. When you have attractive looking characters in 2D, people are always going to pay to see them in 3D. And I'm not here to hate on them doing that and taking advantage of the opportunity. It becomes a problem when these girls go to these conventions and do the most craziest things to get attention. With a crazy incident
I
happening
mean, he voluntarily got on his knees, so what are we talking about here?
last month, Will called the
Feet juice incident.
at an anime convention called F Anime Con, which happens every year in San Jose, California. Some cosplayers decided to show up and straight out the cooler start selling their feet juice.
What's this world come to? But what difference is this? Is this any different from that girl that was selling her farts in a jar or her bath water and people was actually buying it? Just saying.
Babe!
Nah, that's
Stop!
crazy.
Stop it!
I need that.
Nothing wrong with seeing the world through ruby-colored Transitions
Like,
Gen S
excuse
lenses.
me?
Get your own pair at
This is why you gonna catch me.
transitions.com.
This is, hey y'all, welcome to the Bugs Out of YouTube. Where we get ads, but soon enough we gonna not get ads for sure. But this is why you gonna catch me in no Innovate convention. Cause what are we talking about? What are we doing, bro? I'm calling the police. Excuse me? Free? No, I said fresh. I said people actually buying.
And anime fans were just getting away from the image of being freaks who grew in a tentacle all day. By the way, there was different prices you could pay depending on your budget. $10 for just a small swig of it, $15 for a cup, $20 for a drizzle, and $30 for spit. I'm trying my best to keep this video monetized, but you can search it up. The videos are diabolical. She was selling the juice straight from the source, taking the juice from the bin and having it drip down her feet into the dude's mouth. What do you do as a parent raising your son for 18 years and randomly seeing him in the news for drinking cosplayer feet juice? All the parents
I don't feel like a failure as a parent, bro. I'm gonna keep it G real, bro. What are we talking about here?
in the neighborhood are going to be looking at you in shame. You also may be thinking, surely the last one with spit is a joke and she didn't actually spit in anyone's mouth. Well, after this, since it went viral, she decided to do a Ask Me Anything on Twitter/X. And someone asked her why was spit taken off the menu. To which she replied, I could not physically produce any more moisture. Also, there was someone else at the park selling spit directly in mouth for $100, so
I could not compete.
at this point, you're no better than a girl at a brothel getting paid to get
So the niggas dressing up that was in middle school, high school. This is where y'all at these days. Paying women to spit in your mouth, drinking juice from the feet. What are we talking about here, bro?
her cooch. It's even worse considering she inspired other girls to do it as well. Who knows, at every anime con you might have girls selling feet juice and spit juice for money to desperate chuds now. It's also concerning because there are kids that go to these conventions. She's gonna have to start asking people for IDs like it's a bar. I don't know the legal status on selling foot juice to a minor, but it can't be good. If you're still wondering, she does have a cosplay page, so yes, the intention was to funnel people to it. People pointed out it's also risky due to the fact you'll definitely get sick from having it. No type of food safety standards or nothing. Like, this shit ain't even legal. Talking about anime conventions in general, they also have started to ramp up their own freaky stuff. Like, you can sign up to events where it's a group of people and all you guys together watch some hentai or whatever type of freak.
Fucking weirdos. So y'all paying collectively to go inside of a movie theater or its enclosed area to watch animated sex. Okay. I understand it now. Not really.
Content you
but I
want. If
understand
you're
it
going
now.
with your homies to do this as a fun activity,
You might have to come out the closet, gang.
Never attending an Adam Con again, they freaky out.
there's no way you feel like a clean person after leaving an event like this. Sad thing too is these conventions are starting to appease these crowds
I'm
more
appalled.
after
I'm actually appalled. Like, what are we talking about? I'm actually appalled, bro.
the money coming in. To be clear though, these specific events are 18 plus and you have to confirm your ID before being able to get in. But it's still weird nonetheless and doesn't help the stereotypical image
Watching
people
a
have
blue
on
Pikachu lick. Okay, bro.
fans. This also then leads to the wrong type of people coming to the event, which puts other normal cosplayers at risk. I feel bad for some of these girls, the way they're trying to come simply dressed up as their favorite character. And chubby Chud Chuddington is asking them to do a freaky ass pose with them sticking their tongue out. The amount of sexual harassment these girls get at these conventions is very
When
concerning.
they're asking for it, they know what's gonna come with that. They know what's gonna come with it. It's not something in the rubric saying you have to come dressed like X, Y, and Z. If you don't, you will not be allowed in. No, they're voluntarily putting those clothes on, knowing the attention that they would attract. So let's not act like they're innocent in this case.
It's bad to the point these conventions have signs all over the building that say cosplay's not consent. You gotta think of it, some dude who's cooped up inside all day with his crusty anime girl body pillows all around. Going to a con and seeing these women perfectly emulate those characters, it makes them go crazy. Another thing that should be a given at these cons is the smell. I don't get how these people are able to afford tickets worth hundreds, paying hotel rooms worth hundreds, and buying stuff potentially worth thousands, and can't afford 5 minutes to lather some $3 body wash and come to the convention. I thought the whole smell thing was over exaggerated until I went to my first con in 2021. Overall, I would say there's a smell just because it's a lot of people in a tight area. That hot air type smell you get from big crowds. But certain people you walk past, you can definitely tell their shower's been abandoned for months. The shower is begging them to hop in for at least 5 minutes. A lot of cons will now give out reminders telling people to make sure to shower.
Take one today. Bro, you know that convention suck. Motherfuckers just living in a mama attic. Taking no showers, just playing a game all day. And spanking meat all day. And eating up all the food. Like, you know it's stinking there.
Deodorant. Also, at damn near every con now, you'll have dudes dressed up in soldier gear straight up giving out free deodorant to people.
I'm the creative director for Ybor City Records, little grassroots label here. It's important everything that we have running here is reliable. Spectrum for us is critical. Make myself more efficient, keep us more connected. I'm going non-stop. Spectrum keeps me going.
Indeed. Sometimes
Should
they
I
hit
be
us with double
slutty?
ass, so y'all get to
You.
listen to me talk
What
for the longest. How y'all day going?
is retinol?
Word, that's what's up.
This is straight facts. Straight facts. Got anything to say?
Yes. Wear deodorant. You guys are musty as hell.
You in a room full of weird motherfuckers. Majority of weird motherfuckers. Not all of them is weird, but a vast majority of weird people. I sit around and spank their meat all day. No showers. Dungeons and Dragons. Smash Bros haircut. Need I say more? Okay.
Unironic if the dude giving out deodorant ended up smelling. Another thing that's made these conventions worse is the vendors. At every anime con, the biggest thing is vendors going there to sell their stuff. Whether it's figures, their own custom art, accessories from shows. When you go to one of these conventions, it's biblically mandated you have to get at least one thing from a vendor. Post 2020, when people started to learn how much you can make selling stuff at these places, the wrong people of course saw it and decided to start being vendors. Overpricing the out of their stuff or things they're reselling. To cut down on costs, sometimes they'll get bootleg merch or figures and sell it for the normal figure price. And a lot of people will think it's the actual licensed product when it's not. A lot of people also recommend for you to buy stuff at cons that you can only get there. Because if you get, let's say, a Funko Pop, that person can easily upcharge it by 50%. Compared to you going into any GameStop or logging onto Amazon and being able to get it normally. Because don't get it wrong, even though there is a lot of scammers at these conventions, you can get some truly nice with people who have small businesses and are selling their own custom thing. And that stuff will last, you know, not fall apart when you get home. Apparently the competition is so crazy in these cons, these vendors be beefing. At a convention last year, a cosplayer made a bomb threat to another vendor after an argument. Her name is Kid Noel.
You think a bomb threat? Are you serious?
Argument happened after they argued online about gamer supplements, to the point she said she'd plan a bomb at the other booth, then got arrested for terrorist threats. Like, what did you expect to happen after saying that? She thought
she was in the anime, cause she thought she was the main protagonist in the anime.
We're gonna hit the, oh ma'am, you're under arrest for those comments. That's not something you could be saying. Now let me see your account. Oh shit, hold up. Drop the charges, y'all. We can solve this another way. I get you can make crazy money for the weekend off these cons, but damn. With all these issues casually getting worse every year, people are now saying anime cons are becoming too mainstream and that it's gonna turn into the new Coachella.
And I was like, let me check the pricing real quick.
Man,
Saturday?
Talking about this stink up in there, people selling feces and feet juice, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this is not a place that I would want to be personally. I'm just saying, that's just me though.
For one singular day is $104.75. Huh? And then for context, y'all, the first Anime Expo was in 1992, and they didn't have the price for that, but in 1994, which is 2 years after, you know, it cost $45 for all 3 days.
A lot of these cons keep raising their prices up to the point people wonder if they should go. I can personally say I've experienced this because the first con I went to for the whole weekend was cheaper than it is now. And I get due to growth and costs becoming more over time, you may have to raise the price. But there should be no reason.
That's not a lot of money. $45? You act like they make you pay like hundreds a ticket. No, that ain't the case.
The price goes up by 50% in a year. If you're going to one of these conventions too, you expect to sign up and go to some of the events they host. A lot of times the events can be canceled though, and you don't get a refund back for it. Some people's main thing could be going to that event, and when you cancel it, that ruins their main plans for the weekend. There are certain cons where half the events will get canceled, and at that point, what do? You spend all that money for the hotel and tickets to get there, just to do shopping the whole time and nothing else. Overall, I think anime conventions can still be enjoyable though. In my personal experience, if you've gone to one, then you've gone to all. I don't see the need in going to a ton of them a year. One would probably suffice most people. Hopefully the future of these conventions is a little more calm and less freaky, but it probably won't be. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram.
No, I've never been to an anime convention, but looking at what I just saw and hearing what I heard, you won't catch me in one of those anytime soon. Probably in another lifetime when people gain some sense and actual like common sense. That's probably when. But anytime soon, nah. But no, I said what I said. Y'all heard what I said. So I'm gonna catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.